All right, we're live.
Welcome, welcome. We'll hang out for a minute and wait for anybody to show up for our awesome chat today. So for anybody watching the recap, we should talk about something cool. Hey, Jaden, Wholesome Roots. I'm 2 minutes late. Sorry. It's Jonah's fault.
I know.
Hey, McCree family. Can you guys hear us? Can you see us? How's the picture? I know Emma's making the picture look amazing. Hey, the cases. Awesome, awesome. We'll wait just another minute or two. See if anybody else decides to join us. Thanks everybody who's here. Mama Grows in the house. It is freezing here tonight. I'm just like, yeah. All is good, says Robin. Awesome. Thank you. What are favorite homesteading vlogs, says Susan. What are our favorite, I'm guessing? What are our favorite home? Would you put your phone down?
I'm trying to take care of work.
I'm kidding. Awesome. He's got a work situation. Okay. Looks and sounds great. We have Susan wants to know what are our favorite homesteading vlogs.
Well,
Awesome Green Gables. See you soon.
we watch Guildbrook Farm.
Wholesome Roots.
Wholesome Roots. Justin Rhodes.
You know, I am not a huge, I don't have a lot of time to watch YouTube. I just kind of catch those that I can here and there. Liz Zorab is a favorite.
We've started watching White House on the Hill.
So there's a lot out there.
Stacy Off Grid.
Yeah. Hey Valerie, and is it Myrta? I hope I didn't say your name wrong. Hello. Rose, you're awesome. My favorite vlog is Flying BS Farm. Hello.
Yeah,
yes,
we did. We used to watch
the
Homestead with
cases. Yep. Grizz is in the house. Hello, Grizz. And Terry. Hello. Angie's Pantry. Awesome. So tonight we wanted to kind of go over our year in review. Kind of discuss things we've learned, things that
Man, it's been a busy year.
It has been a busy year.
What have we tried this year?
I know.
Homesteading?
So we started off with chickens. Then we, well, we've always had chickens, but the year started out with only chickens. And we put a garden goose in the mix.
And a
More
whole bunch
chicks.
of new chickens, a new breed. Well, not a.
Yeah.
We have
one silver tip.
We had 4 silver tips. 3 were roosters, 1 was
There.
hen.
No, we had like 9 silver tip roosters.
We had 6.
6.
6
Something.
silver tips.
Man, it's crazy to think that almost a year ago. See, when did we built the pig pen this year?
And the chick shop.
That was like last February.
Yeah.
I think I started that in the snow.
Yes, you had to go clear out
yeah,
snow to build the
and
pig
Trent
feeder.
helped you.
Not pig feeder, pig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of fun.
And then we got chicks, and they ended up being mostly roosters, and then we had the mean rooster, Articus, and then we got the guard goose. It's been a year. And the pigs, and oh, you miss Maynard the goose. I do not, Robin. I do not.
I don't like Maynard. He was too loud.
No, he was allowed. He was allowed.
It was fun when he was a baby though. It was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, he was
Really
fun.
got-
All the chicks would follow him around, and he was like their surrogate mother.
Yes, he was their leader.
Yeah,
That
was fun.
That was fun. I wish he would have worked out. Maybe we'll do that again. I know. Let my other
I
brain
doubt it.
speak, says Howard at Cases. She is my other brain. Yes, Emma. See, Robin knows that Emma's my other brain too. That's how we roll here. So, thank you, Grizz. A thumbs up, or the kitty's gonna get a headache. I hear you on the roosters, says Flying BS Farm. My first Rudy hen hatched out 6 chicks. 5 of them are roosters. 2 found new homes, and I have the other 3. Right. We have right now We have Bernard and 3, yeah, and 3 that hatched out. We've lost a couple of them. One drowned, I think. And anyway, so yeah, right now we have the 4 roosters, but we had, I think we purchased, was it 10 silver tips or something, and like it seems like
It was
8 of them.
We could only buy 6. It was at like
Yeah,
Silver? I thought we had a lot more than that.
we had when we first had them, and then
Right.
5 of them were roosters.
we got the 6, and 5 of them were roosters.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Yeah, and then we kept that one hen.
Because the farm store wouldn't sell me less than 6. I only wanted like
I
1 or 2
remember
because
now.
we had like we had a whole bunch in the garage already, and she's like, "Sorry, we won't sell you less than 6." I'm
It was
like,
at Tractor
even
Supply.
if I have like
Yeah, it was
20 in the
Tractor
garage, and she says, "Even if you have 20 in the garage," I'm like, "Fine." Yeah, I was not real happy with her. Get a donkey. Merry Christmas, says Crazy Bird Lady. A donkey. You know, I think I'd rather have a horse.
Me
Mhm.
too.
No desire for a donkey.
Draft
Yeah.
horse. We need to get a draft.
A draft horse.
We would love a draft
Black
horse
one.
that we could ride and use dual purpose. That's right.
Yeah, why not?
Just have to get a big old saddle.
I don't know.
Well,
Rose says I always get too many roosters. I know Rose at Wholesome Roots, she has like 20 roosters, or is it
Really?
30 or something.
Wow.
She's got a lot she needs to cull and put in the freezer.
There you go.
Chubb family, hey.
Hey, yeah,
I haven't
seen her in a while.
I haven't been stalking your vlogs lately. How's that little baby doing? She growing so fast. I hope she's good. Let's
Hey, didn't the
see.
Cases have a horse? You guys?
Yeah, they had it.
They
It
had
wasn't a
to-
horse. It was
oh.
a mule.
Yeah, mule.
John the mule. Was it
And they
John?
had to. We traded it, right, for a cow?
No, it was trying to kill his cow.
Oh. But he traded it for something.
I think he sold it. I don't know that he traded it. He just sold it.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
No. So anyway, no donkey.
Yeah.
Are we excited for Christmas? You know, I have struggled this year being in the Christmas spirit for no other reason. I don't know. It just kind of snuck up on me. And I was trying to listen to Christmas music today, and it was making me ornery. So,
I don't know. I got excited when we put the tree up,
yes.
and I've been excited since then, I think.
Yeah.
It gets hectic, and you kind of forget what year it is.
Yeah. But I'm really excited. I am excited to have a beautiful Christmas with the kids and family. And
I hope we get a
Yeah.
white Christmas. I hope our snow doesn't melt.
I know we would like to have some more
A
snow.
lot melted today.
Let's
Isn't it supposed to snow again this weekend?
It's supposed to snow on Saturday.
see. Let's see. Flying VS Farm says, I love my ruse though. Pete hops on my shoulder
Oh,
to
yeah,
get his goodies in the morning. I love him.
Saturday
How
through Monday.
cute. How cute. I would love.
Monday's supposed to. It's supposed to snow on Christmas.
We'll have a
Yay!
white Christmas.
I would love to have a rooster. Pete hops up on his shoulder to get his goodies in the morning. That is so cute. I love donkeys. Love the look. Oh, gross. Thank you, Little Green Art Acres. I can't read. Merry Christmas to you guys, everybody too. Hey, going batty. Yeah, they sold them, not traded.
Okay. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody that's watching tonight and that will watch later.
Yes, Chub, that sounds fun. She's getting big and rotten. They get rotten and they get less rotten and then they get rotten again. So let's see. I'll have a white Christmas if I go to the beach.
Whoa.
Eating donkeys and mules is kind of like eating an old buck in the rut. Ooh. No, I would not think that would be
Yeah,
good, Chris.
wow, that
No
doesn't
thanks.
sound good at all.
Flying VS Farm, kind of both. It's homemade, I shouldn't say what. Homemade or store-bought gifts. In the past, we've done a lot of crochet Christmas. This year, my brain is not allowed for that. So we've tried to, keep it.
Yeah, we've done both
Yeah.
over the years.
Yeah. So this year, it's less homemade just because my brain hasn't been fun.
We like to keep it as simple as we
We
can.
do.
So the kids will exchange gifts with each other. They do a drawing earlier in the year,
They pick
pick
each other's names.
names and all that. And that's a lot of fun.
Yes, they enjoy that. So
Try to encourage them to, to give.
yeah. So what is your favorite animal we've gotten this year?
I want to say the turkeys.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your least favorite?
Oh. the pigs. I did not enjoy the pigs
Oh.
that much this year.
I didn't
I mean, they were
either.
okay, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was just the stress of everything, of trying to figure out YouTube and trying to get the homestead
Fencing.
going. And,
Oh, no.
yeah, maybe if our setup was better, that's probably a lot of it. The lack of fencing, the lack of, you know.
If we ever get pigs again, I don't want to get more than 3.
I wouldn't mind doing a lot again.
If we had the
Never.
proper fencing, I wouldn't mind either. And I have some friends that are asking, you know, hey, I want to buy a pig next year. So we've really got to figure out if we're going to do it again and how we're going to work it out. Cases wants to know if Missy sleeps in that hat. Almost. She wears it all the time.
I don't sleep in it. I just wear it until I go to bed.
I missed another. I was gonna comment. Okay, Wonderful Blessed Life. I think that's great. She says, "Just don't tell them, but we got our kids' books. They get enough toys and such from grandparents." I very much agree. I very much agree. We like to keep. I can't really openly talk about it. We like to keep our gifts dual purpose. We don't like to buy stuff. So.
Books are stuff.
Y'all's best videos were chasing the pigs. They were insane.
I forget about all the times they got out.
Remember the vlog where Trent was riding the pig?
Yeah.
Yes, that was. So if you need some entertainment in your life,
Man, a lot
check
has
out
happened
our
this year.
pig. That was just special. I got pretty good. I mean, I wheelbarrowed the pig. I grabbed the back legs, and you know, I got pretty good at catching me some pigs.
Yeah.
So, Rose, that sounds fun. She says, I'm so grateful. Our friends dropped off presents for our kids today, so they'll have stuff to open. So, Wholesome Roots has had a rough go of it with their job situation. So, there's actually an auction going on for her benefit on Tuesday. I off the top of my head, I don't know the info. Go to Homestead. They will be posting a video on it very soon. So everybody check out the live auction for Rose Tuesday night. If I have any awesome moderators in the house, if you could find that information and post it or a link to Two Family, I would appreciate it. Let's see. Sorry if I'm missing anything. Speaking of gifts, this is Flying Guest Farm. I've got to finish mine. Have a great night and happy Christmas, everyone. Yes, did you get my last letter? I've got more to send after the new year. I don't think we got a flying. I don't think so yet. I'm going to the post office later tonight. Flying VS Farm. Did we get a letter? I don't think yet. So we'll be checking our post office. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for coming in. Enjoy getting that gift finished.
Oh, another channel that we watch, or I just started watching when I get a chance, is Pure Living for Life. They're not really, I don't know if you want to call them homesteaders as much. They're like off-gridding it, building their own house. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
That just popped in my head.
Awesome. So, Grizz, you're grounded, sir. He says, have you ever tried making finger puppets from baby rabbits that didn't make it?
We haven't had any babies that haven't made it.
No, I mean, no, this time around we haven't. We've been very blessed. And those rabbits, I mean, some of them have the biggest, fluffiest faces I have ever seen. They are so
They're growing like rabbits.
I know. So they're about 8 weeks old.
About
And
8 more weeks until we
about we're
process.
halfway through till process time.
Is this water good to drink?
It is good to drink. So I think my least favorite animal this year was the goose.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
he was hard on me. He was loud. He made the water so disgusting and dirty. It was so stressful for me because I didn't feel like the chickens got the water they needed, and so they quit laying eggs. So the goose took away my egg production. I had no eggs. I had a loud goose. He was obnoxious. I did not like the goose, period.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
I
It was
wanted
so
to like the
hard
goose.
to edit the vlogs while he's in the background.
Oh
And
my
especially when
gosh.
it's really loud and you got your headphones on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't think anybody was talking because I didn't have the chat down at the bottom. So we were just trying to fill the time. I'm sorry. Doug and Stacy in the house. Thanks
Hey.
for
I saw that. I'm like, do you realize that
I
you can
know.
go down?
No. I was just up here. Okay. Say what's up, Homestead homies? Okay, so Wonderful Blessed Life. Best YouTube video I saw this year was your 4th of July video. It should have gone viral. It was amazing. Thank you very much.
What
That
was that
was
one?
our flag video that you.
Oh,
That
oh.
was.
Yeah, thanks.
Huh?
That was fun to make.
That was really fun. Two Family Homestead. Let's see. Now I'm trying to catch up. Two Family has a video that just went 30 minutes ago. Yes, that's the video I was talking about. So head on over to Two Family Homestead. They explain more about the auction for Rose at Wholesome Roots. Perceiving Alive, thanks for coming. Check the mail. I'm super late on it, but I finally got y'all card. Oh, thank you. Jonah made it funny.
I did? I do. I'm clueless.
Awesome, David. Hey,
Anyway.
thanks for coming. Let's see. Doesn't the goose protect the hens?
Well, we never actually got to see that happen, did we?
No.
If anything, he would have alerted us there was a problem. And anything, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the idea, guard goose.
Yes.
And he was very protective as far as if you went near any of the
Anything.
flock, he would get aggressive.
Yeah. And he
He
even
was protective.
Yeah, and he even took on the rooster, and the rooster respected the goose. I mean, so
Yeah.
I'm sure he could have done a good job, but
He was so pretty too, though. It's sad to get rid of him.
yeah. But you know, he went to a friend's house, so I mean, when he hatches babies, we can always try again.
Yeah, but
I don't want to
I don't know. You gotta make hard choices, right?
Yes. So Melvin, hey, he says, how do you keep the water from freezing? We don't.
We don't.
We just let it freeze.
We have the heater for the rabbits.
Yeah, and that's it. We just take out water all day long to the goats. We've got to figure out something.
Yep.
That's just that.
Hopefully we'll get some, or I'll have some downtime during these holidays, and I can focus on that. That's a big priority.
Yes. Mary, hey.
A few ideas I want to try.
Let's see. Two Cedars Micro Farm, Roll Tide from Alabama. Awesome. Okay, Perceiving a Life. Okay, now I can give full attention. LOL, I've been at my friend's house helping her clean. Well, that's awesome. You should come clean my house. Awesome. Cases, thank you. Okay, so now we are at the bottom of the chat, and we're not just
We're caught up. All right.
yeah,
So,
we're not just partying in the middle of nowhere. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. We really appreciate it. Kids are in the background fighting. That's super live and special. We got a package. UPS pulled up, and I was like, I don't remember ordering anything, and it was a package with 2 games in it with no note or anything. So I was grateful and confused all at the same time.
Is that what they're playing now?
That's
The
what they're
card
playing now.
games?
Yeah. Yeah. So we got Diggity Dog Game
Backwards.
and
How fun.
Braintopia.
Oh, it
We're
is?
playing
So yeah, there's no note. Usually an Amazon package has like a gift from, and either is anonymous or has a name. And it came to Jonah and Trisha, which is weird. So like if I order on Amazon, it's usually in Jonah's name or my name, not both of our names.
Or if you order it from school, it's
So what are you saying? You didn't order it?
I didn't order it. I have no idea where it came from.
Right. So someone sent it to us.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, thank you.
Yeah, but it came to the house, not a PO box. So that was weird.
Oh, must be someone we know.
Yeah. So anyway, kind of fun.
Yeah.
Batty, we had a penkin duck. That was mean. Fun. I don't even know what that kind of a duck is. We need to look into our ducks. We would like to get ducks.
Yeah, I think that will be one thing we do next year.
Is
The
ducks.
coming year for sure.
Robin would like you to smile.
I did.
Oh, have you thought about diverting the exhaust from the dryer to help you keep the water warmer? It's so cold.
It's an
and we don't
idea,
have-
but
it's so far away from the
wouldn't-
dryer
yeah.
vent.
it wouldn't work.
The dryer vent's out the front of the house.
Well, I don't know how we'd make it
And all
work.
the animals, it'd be kind of, that's a good idea, but I think it wouldn't be practical. Maybe it was your 12 days present.
It would come with a note.
Yeah, I think Rose is referring to somebody in our neighborhood is doing the 12 days of Christmas. So every night we've been getting a super special something, but it has a little tag on it that says what it is. And it's
Poem and stuff.
like last night. Was it last night we got Oreo cookies?
No, we got
2 nights
we
ago.
got gloves.
Last night we had gloves, and there's usually something that goes with it. It's really
Yeah.
cute.
We got a cute little snowman ornament.
So yeah, so I don't think it was that, which is weird. Okay, so Melvin says, okay, thank you. I do the same way every day while it's freezing. I live in Missouri Ozarks trying to homestead. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm really gonna try and find some methods to help keep especially the goat water from freezing over. And I've talked to a couple of people around and have some ideas. But yeah. We'll be sharing those.
So that duck is the Aflac duck. I know what that duck is now.
Aflac.
Thank you, Two Seaters. Thank you. Sister Channel is awesome. I really enjoy watching. Thank you. You know, it's funny, when we first started the channel, we thought nobody is going to want to watch us.
Right.
We thought we're boring. We don't have anything to offer. So we just really appreciate it. Thank you. Fun. Let's see.
Solar power heater. Yes, cases. That would be awesome. I would love to figure something out that wouldn't require
electricity from the
of
house.
any kind, or even doing like solar equipment, but maybe doing something that catches the sun through the day and then insulating the trough or something so that it stays warm enough through the night. I've seen a few different things on that.
Yeah.
So.
Aquarium heater, that's a good idea.
Yep.
The Rose says our connection is bad. Is anybody else having a problem with our connection? How much snow did we get so far? We got
like 2 inches.
2 or 3 inches yesterday, but then we had a huge windstorm that blew a lot of it kind of away.
It just made snow drifts.
Yes.
So there's parts that are like super thin, parts that don't have any snow, but parts that are like 3 inches thick. So.
And you know, last year by this point we were buried, so it's really mild. And in fact, it's getting scary. If we don't get the snow, we don't have the water next year. So we're really hoping that we'll get some
But
snow.
it's supposed to snow all through Monday, Saturday to Monday.
I don't know why the connection would be bad. Nothing else going on.
Yeah. So Robin, she said, guess what? What? You go. Oh, she turned off her data. So that was you, not us. Let's see. Grizz says, when I lived in Eastern Oregon, we wrapped water lines with heat tape and put insulation over them on pipes. We had problems with freezing. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay. Try a fish pump in the water tub. Okay.
Just to keep the water moving? Is that the idea, I would assume?
Thank you, Noah. Yes, let's see. Pigs actually got me a Christmas. Those are nice pigs. We have our snow headed our way tomorrow, says Mary. Y'all better, thanks, Grizz. Let's see. Perceiving a life, you could look up the plans for one of those solar black closed water heaters and modify it for water.
Yeah.
Water, perhaps.
That's thought too. Yep.
Oh.
Might give that a shot.
Yes, for sure. Did I miss anything? I don't think so.
So yeah, year in review. Casey's got a good question. You think the garden this year was a good learning lesson?
Yes.
Why?
Just, you know, I've thought a lot of the garden lately, actually. There was so much anxiety and stress for me that went into the garden, between getting it watered and the pigs eating it and the chickens eating it. And I don't know, there's so much stress that went into the garden that I couldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so the failure of the garden this year has made me want to do better next year. It still gives me some anxieties, but I really am hoping to push through. Even if it's another failure, I really believe I learned from that experience in a lot of ways.
And for those that may not know, this year's gardens, well, it was the worst garden we've ever had.
Yes,
when we've done a garden.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't as involved this year. Everything you said, we had a lot of stresses, so we focused a lot on animals this year and didn't really get to focus as much on the garden as we wanted. And we're still trying to figure out our soil here, which is vastly different than what we had in our previous home.
Yes. And if it hadn't been for Emma doing the little bit of watering that it got, it would have been a total failure. Yeah. I don't think it got enough water. No.
Our corn, I don't think got enough water.
Yeah, and then the goose would go over and eat it, and so we have learned a lot about it, and so we will take what we failed and do better moving on, right?
Yeah, and I would say, I mean, maybe we didn't learn quite so much as we learned a lot about taking on too much too soon, I think.
Yes.
More than anything.
Yes.
Because we did a lot of new things this year, and and
Yeah.
I think too much.
I agree. And you know, like the rabbits, that was this year's adventure too.
It was
And
an unexpected stress.
and we weren't ready for it. And so so it was just
Yeah, you only have so much time in a day for your, to give to different things.
right.
And I think we're spread too thin.
I agree. I
And
agree.
unfortunately, that suffered. But thankfully, we had great neighbors that had plentiful harvests, and they shared. And
Yes, we are super blessed. So, all right. Submerge an electric blanket in the water trough. LO, Grizz, that is not a good idea. Jenny Bull, hey. Awesome. Green, I just lost it. Green Gables is back. School's finally done for the day. Awesome. Garden is a learning experience every year.
That's a
That
good
is
point.
so true,
It
Susie
is.
Horse is so true. Year in review question from Perceiving a Life that I'm looking at for myself this year. How close are you to being overwhelmed even without the garden? Okay, so we can kind of discuss that.
I think right now we're good. Like,
But now we're good. It's been overwhelming.
we've got the goats, the rabbits, the chickens, the turkeys. We've got the basics for them and taking care of them and where they're gonna stay figured out, and I think we're good.
Yes.
Goats, we're still learning a lot there, and the rabbits too, but for the most part we're okay, I think.
And I can't tell you how important it is if you don't know much about an animal to find somebody that does. Rose at Wholesome Roots, I tell you, has saved my bacon.
Yeah.
I've got a friend in the area who does goats, and she was like, oh, you need to do this and they need to eat that and that. I'm like, yes. And without Rose feeding that into my ear, I would not have known any of that. So I'm really, really grateful.
Even above and beyond all the reading and research you can do through internet or books or whatever, having that live resource just makes all the
Especially
difference.
someone who's had experience.
Right.
Yes.
That real world experience. There's
Yes.
just something that comes out of that you can't get out of a book, I think.
Very much agree. So, McCree found this is Jonah. You were looking a little more rested tonight. You don't look as worn out as you have been the past few weeks.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, Cases. Do you think the Great Cow Adventure was worth it?
Yeah?
Yes, I do. Absolutely do. What about
That was probably one of my favorite experiences of the year, going through all that.
I forgot we had the cows. Those are probably my favorite animal we got this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool. They were just, I don't know.
Sweet.
Baby cows are sweet.
you? Yes,
We learned a lot from it as far as taking care of older animals and
bigger animals.
bigger animals, I mean. Right?
Yes, it was really neat because we kept them alive.
Yeah.
Literally kept them alive, and we learned some amazing life learning resources to help others with how we kept them alive.
That's true.
And so that was a really, really neat
It was a
thing.
big confidence booster, I
Yes.
think, for us.
Yeah, because it's really hard to keep babies alive. It's very hard to take on twins cows. They're not as hardy. It was a really neat thing to try some out of the box homeopathic remedies that worked. It was really a neat thing.
Yeah.
So
And I wish we could have found,
yeah,
there's a part of me that wishes we had.
me too. And then that plays into, I was grateful that we were able to sell them, and I was able to get my goats. So I mean, it was hard to sell them. I wish we still had them, but we just didn't have the infrastructure to have goats and cows, and so that was. But I do very much believe it was worth it.
Yes.
Let's see. It's very easy to gradually end up with a full plate to CC horses, right? I mean, we started the year with chickens. We ended it with. We went through goose, rabbits, cows, goats, pigs.
I mean,
So-
even our lawn suffered this
Yes.
year. Like,
We just kind of let it die. We're like, we can't.
I really enjoy taking care of the yard and gardening. And this year, I just didn't get to hardly any of it.
And we don't really have enough water to water the lawn.
Well, if we had a sprinkling system, it would be better.
Yeah,
we
we
could
could
water
manage
during.
it better.
Yeah, we could manage the well better, but we don't, and it takes money. And
We have way too much grass.
yes, we do. Going bad, he says gardening is a learning curve. We had a few things go wrong. Going to keep it smaller this year, and that's what I wonder if I don't know. I don't. Maybe we won't try as much variety, and maybe just focus on a few things, squashes, or I don't know. I learned a lot.
Tomatoes.
I thought I can't eat tomatoes, but I really wanted to maybe grow some and bottle them for my family, because I can still make soups and foods for them that I just won't eat. So that's one thing I regretted a little bit, not growing some of the tomatoey things, because I can still feed other people with it. Let's see. Lucretia says, "Oh, an awesome job, Jonah, on delivering Art and Homesteading's cat."
Oh, thank you.
That was a fun experience.
That was a learning experience too. Yeah.
Don't flip over your card.
Awesome.
I'll never forget that. That was cool. Be part of that.
Let's see.
And that cat is so cute.
Oh, he is so
We
cute.
don't have a name for him yet, but he is so
Oh, they don't?
No, I asked Deborah on Tuesday and he said
So Noah's Ark says, "Guess what I heard on Clove today?" He said Idaho is one of the quickest growing states right now.
K-Love?
Caleb. Clove. Caleb.
Quickest growing states? No.
I don't want it to grow. Let's see, Jonah, how about a geothermal solution? Dig it in a vessel below the frost line and let it circulate. A cheap
Some
windmill.
people have suggested that in the past.
A cheap windmill can power the pump.
Yeah.
It was windy enough today. So,
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Ah.
We always have wind. Every day, at the end of the day, at the very least, there'll be a good amount of wind that comes through.
We're a little behind. I'm sorry, guys. Perceiving Alive. Trish, you inspired videos and making sourdough starter from start to finish. And I would thank you. Yay! I will be excited to see that. Perceiving Alive. Guys, check her out. Let's see, guys. I'm here in Walmart with Reginald. We want to say hello.
Well, hello.
I'm sorry you're in Walmart. That's all I have to say. Let's see, the cases. Your gain knowledge helped us keep ours alive too. Yes, the cases. Their little Lily, their cat. We were able to help them. The gardening channel, James Pregoni. The guy has massive produce. Awesome DIY. Thank you.
Check that out.
Hey, from Texas is Jan.
Hey.
I love the Great Calf Adventure. We had cows when I was a kid. How fun, Danny. Perceiving Alive. The lawn can suffer a bit. LOL, you can't eat grass anyway. That is so true. So true. Can you have rain catchment system?
We
Yes.
can, and definitely want to do that.
Yes.
I would love to water our garden solely off of rainwater. I don't know how much watershed we get in this area, like the totals and all of that, so it would definitely be an experiment.
this summer we didn't get a lot of rain.
No,
Yeah,
we
it was kind of
don't.
a dry.
But
Okay, from South
Try it.
Australia, says Michael. Rattlesnake beans. Potatoes can really take up space. And you know, CZ, we planted some potatoes, and then I went to harvest them, and they weren't there. It was really weird.
Yeah, there were no
yeah.
potatoes.
We
Like
did.
it was there.
We planted a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, they were there, and I was like, okay, I'll wait, and then they were just gone. There was no signs of voles or no signs of moles. They were just gone. Like the water, they disappeared. Just
Really?
nuts. I mean, I
So
dug.
nothing, no sign of anything digging them up?
No sign of anything.
making
They were
sense.
just gone.
But just the potatoes. The leaves were still there.
Oh,
No.
really?
No,
Yeah.
no. I don't know. No, I don't
Yeah,
believe
I
so.
thought-
Maybe they were. I don't know.
They were there, and then we pulled them up.
Our
and they were-
potatoes vanished.
Yes, they did. Let's see. They put their potatoes on a soaker hose, so it wasn't watering anything but the plants. Yes,
Nice.
we need to really get a system going. First day of winter. I'm looking for spring. Snow is overwhelming. Awesome. We have caught up. It would take some storage. We only get 12 inches in you/our area.
Is CZ horses around here?
I don't remember. Are you in Idaho, CZ horses? I know we've had a lot of. I think we've emailed back and forth. I mean, I know who you are. I just don't remember where you're from. I'm bad. Did something eat the potatoes? Noah's Ark. I don't know. I mean, there was no sign of anything or any signs of any munchings. I just really don't know. So.
You guys are here in. I don't believe it.
Are live here in Las Vegas Walmart and
Southwest-
loudspeakers. I'm for real.
Southwest Montana. So that's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would imagine it would take a lot of storage to utilize rainwater,
Yes,
but I want to try it. So
that'd be awesome.
I think it's cool that like Doug and Stacy, I think all their water comes from rain storage, if I'm not
Is it?
mistaken.
Okay. And I know Off-Grid that came and visited us. Oh, why can't I think of their name? Nonetheless, Off-Grid, they also run just on
Or did.
yes, on their water catchment. Food forest permaculture, good evening to you. Idaho gets about 12 inches of rainfall a year. You would need lots of big storage tanks, but there are ways to conserve water in the garden. Thank you, Chris. So very good.
Yeah, that's what I figured. We could supplement with the rainwater and
Yes. Yeah.
see what happens. Especially if we collected all of the rain melted from the snow that we get through the winter and stored that. Yeah, it would take a lot of storage.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
So worst day of 2017. What was it for you? Can you think of one?
Oh, the day that 6 pigs were missing. Seriously, I was headed to town. And I just had a weird feeling. I walked outside and one little pig came up to the fence and was like, hello. And I was like, hi. And then I was like, normally there are 7 pigs that come over and say hello. And they were just, I was like, yeah, they're probably down in their spot area. And I got in the truck and I drove down the driveway and I just thought, no, something doesn't feel right. So I go back and they're gone. I was like, the 6 pigs are gone. And at this point, we'd had them for quite a few months. And I was like, the investment, if they're gone, I owe a lot of people some explanation and a lot of money has been lost.
Yeah.
Gosh, I about died. And I was like, did somebody steal my pigs? And then I thought, how ridiculous. Somebody can steal a pig easily. I would have heard somebody's trying to steal my pigs. But yeah, I think that was probably my worst day, was when 6 pigs
and then you had to
disappeared.
step into the pond with your
Oh,
gross, muddy. Ugh.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times I got a text at work. Pigs are out. And I just,
Oh, I remember whacking one in the bum as it was looking at my squash plant, getting ready to bite it. And I was like, I had a stick and I was, yes, animal cruelty, I'm sorry. But I was like, you are not going to eat my squash. Oh my gosh. Anyway, how about you?
worst day?
Yes.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. There was a lot of bad days this year.
So while you're thinking, cases say turkeys this year, win or lose?
You can't ask me to think about 2 different
I
things.
know.
Answer that question.
Well, I'm not sure if I quite understand it. Win or lose?
Well,
We've liked them.
was it a success?
Yeah, I
or
think it's a
failure?
success. I think it's a success. It's just,
We've kept them alive. We lost one.
yes.
So best year for us for turkeys
Yeah. So
that we've had. The 3 years we've done turkeys.
Yes. I'm really happy. I'm hoping this spring we'll get some eggs. So I think that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Happy winter solstice to all. Nothing special, but hopefully later. Let's see. Did anything happen? Okay, so you're gonna answer your question?
I don't know what the worst day was. I can't think of a specific day that was just horrible above all other days.
Yeah. Hey Jenny and Grizz, that's a good idea. Thanks.
What?
Oh man.
Okay, so Perceiving in Life wants to know if we're doing pigs again. That's been up and down.
I think we're gonna do pigs. We just don't know how many.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, I think so.
At the very least 2, because they're social. They do better when they're not alone.
Yeah.
And so we'll at least do 2.
And I have a friend today that was begging that we raise one for her, so maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Chicken map.
We have a contact
We'll
up
have
in
20.
Preston or north of Preston that is raising red wallace. We might try those.
Yes.
We'd love to try those.
Yes, because they pasture better than the breeds we have tried. So we really like to do that.
Aren't they supposed to be like really, like, do they have waddles?
Yeah, they have like weird little waddles.
Yeah.
Are they weird looking?
Can you
I think we'll keep them around longer. Like I'd like to get them up to a higher weight than we've traditionally gotten.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
definitely do that.
Can you do Garden of Eden gardening? There.
Wood chips.
Is that what it is?
Back to Eden gardening, I think is what they're asking.
Yeah. I've heard the term, but my brain doesn't recall what that.
Which I don't know a
exactly
lot
means.
about, but I know it has a lot to do with wood chips. And yes, and we would love to utilize that method. I would.
Yes, I would too. Jenny, we've had no snow today. Just really, really cold, nasty wind. No snow yet. Oh, it was so cold this morning. Let's see. Emma says, "Perceiving a life. What is your favorite part of living on the homestead?" I love that you're interested in the chat. She's such a good kid.
I don't know.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Lately, no.
What? Okay. I have no.
What was it you barked at Mom earlier for?
Oh, you were being cranky.
What did I tease her about? I can't remember.
Oh, she was
You
singing
corrected
a
Mom,
song.
and
She was
you were
singing
like,
a song. I said, I don't remember what, and then I go,
It was Scars You're Beautiful.
I know, and
I was singing the Scars for You
and she's
Beautiful
like-
song.
and she, eyes, and I go, eyes, and he goes, eyes.
well, it's because you said it like that. Eyes. Because you said the wrong
Let's see.
word or whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't have a favorite part of living on the homestead? You like the cows.
I like some of it. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. I don't like, sometimes I like doing chores and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
So the chores you hate,
Yeah.
what do you like?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Probably nothing. She's trying to be nice for everybody.
So the cases want to know what's the best lesson we have learned this year. Do you have anything else up your head?
Time management. Time management and how important it is for the proper infrastructure. Or
Yes.
the difference it can make, I guess. It'll make your life so much easier, I think.
Yes. Yes. And for me, like the song from Pete's Dragon, face the fear that leaves you frozen. So that has been my biggest lesson learned, is just do it. The more you stress about it, the harder it's going to be. Face the fear that leaves you frozen and just try it.
Quit worrying about failing. You probably will. So what? Do it anyway. You're going to learn,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I mean, the cows, we were like beyond stressed that can we do this, and we're putting it on YouTube. We're going to look like failures.
We look like idiots.
And yeah, we didn't do everything right, but we learned so much from that.
We sure did. We sure did.
Invaluable.
So, and you know, and like I spent,
And putting ourselves out on there on YouTube.
yeah, I spent a couple hours yesterday trying to edit a blog because I'm trying to do a little bit to help Jonah, and it was all garbage. Jonah had to redo it, but I tried it, even though, you know, you got to try. You got to just face the fear, leave frozen, and just try it.
He kept a lot of stuff in there that you
Yeah,
did.
it wasn't all garbage.
It wasn't all garbage.
She's exaggerating, like she usually does.
Oh, okay. So Simon B, I've been away for a while. Has Maynard been behaving himself, or is Monday going to be a special day? Maynard has been gone for a few months. We sent him over to a neighbor's house where he's living
Who wants to breed them
happily with some girlfriends. Let's see.
Let me just pop this out, because then we can see it flowing.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay. I think we, okay, no, right there. Sorry, guys. Let's see. So yeah, Maynard is very happy. Round leaf tree only for wood chip gardening. Okay, good to know. My wife is better at gardening, and I find myself doing better with chickens. Is there a preference that each of you have?
I like gardening more than I like chickens.
I hate gardening. So,
And she loves her chickens.
and I love my chickens.
Yeah.
So if Jonah could
There
grow
you
the
go.
garden, I would do the animals all day long. I know that sounds weird, but no needle trees. I've heard that. I've heard the needle trees work well for fruit trees, though. Like
Oh, really?
for mulch, I don't know. Let's see. Since someone mentioned today is the winter solstice, you can do an egg experiment with the kids. They're supposed to stand on end today. Really?
Really? So wait a minute. What?
So they're supposed to stand up. They're not supposed to roll down. I've heard it.
Go get an
before.
egg.
Winter solstice. Oh yeah. So today's the shortest day
Oh,
of the
okay.
year.
Okay.
Which, man, the days have been getting short.
Yes, they have. Yes, wood chips are free from tree. I know we've gotten a few loads from tree companies, and I've been sad I haven't gotten any more. So let's see. My wife and I can 75 pints of banana butter. I want to see another banana. I want to see another banana, but it's so good. Okay, what question am I supposed to ask in all caps? Butter? All the questions, Grizz. All the questions. Okay. What?
I want to say that mine.
Okay. Who won it?
Wonderful Blessed Life.
Wonderful Blessed Life. If you are still in the room, Missy
Finished the Missy original.
But you won last
Well,
week.
go get it and let's show her. Or is
Or
it
do you want to do a
surprise?
surprise? Okay. So
Okay.
Missy last week on our live stream gave away a Missy original.
I
can do it
Blessed
again.
Life right now.
Um,
Doing the live.
so Wonderful Blessed Life won that. So
If they want to.
let's see. There was an article in the news about a local getting a 200 euro fine because his goat was missing an earmark. Wow. Is there a lot of paperwork and hassle involved if you want to keep live? No, there's no
Go get it out.
hassle
Get it.
or
ready.
regulations really. Everybody's just pretty chill about it.
Get it out and get it ready.
Good night, Food Forest. Thanks for coming. Unless Jonah knows, somebody got a big fine because his goat was missing an earmark. Is there a lot of paperwork and hassle involved to keep livestock? I don't.
Jeez, we don't know.
really-
I don't think so.
I've never heard or seen any much. Ain't any much of a hassle. I can't talk.
I've not heard of anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, even for cows. I mean,
Yeah, we didn't have to do anything. We
No.
just bought the
I
cows.
know there are
and-
regulations if we try and cross state lines,
Mhm.
or if we're going to sell to the public. There's probably some. We do that kind of thing.
yeah.
But
Sam,
nothing for ourselves.
can we talk about? I know we'll talk about it later.
Well,
Okay. So Emma, how many postcards have you received so far?
I have no idea.
She has a
Probably close to,
lot.
like, 100.
Yes, she posted an Instagram post. Yes.
yeah, that's going to be one of our videos over the holiday break. Try to get
Yes.
that up there.
We'll update on the
Just in case
postcards.
I have
And
a
thank
lot.
you, everybody. She still would love to fill all of her walls with postcards.
Not all of my walls,
Just most of them.
a lot.
Well, yeah. So that would be awesome if you sell postcards you want to send. She would really like that.
Ooh, what's your
Simon-
favorite postcard so far?
My favorite one?
Yeah.
Yes, catch up.
Go get it.
Go get it.
The
Yeah, I wanna
cabs
see
did
it.
well, and I think it was a great success. Thank you, David. Thank you. Let's see. Is Grizz the worst on YouTube because he wants to eat cats? Let's see. If you have clay needle trees, helps break down the clay, but other nutrients needed. Awesome. I can't get my egg to stand. I know Emma had an egg, and then she took off with
Get an
it.
egg, Missy. We're going to try this out.
Let's see.
Does it have to be done at a certain time of day or night?
Okay, so the banana is, yes, it's almost like apple butter. How fun.
Yeah.
Can they walk?
There's a
If
lady
they
I work with that
stand.
makes. Oh, whoa!
Whoa,
It was
there's-
doing it.
Put it on the counter.
It looked like it.
Here. But it's not going to be like,
No.
I'm going to be moving it.
Let's just try it right here real quick. No.
It works on your hand.
It kind of works in your hand. Why would the winter solstice have anything to do with that? That's weird.
See,
Hey, look.
it stands in your hand.
But you're kind of cupping it.
Yeah, see, I don't know. It does seem different.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, go put it back.
Emma's-
Go put it back.
Emma's
So
favorite
Emma's got a-
postcards. Let's see them.
So
But
there's
not to say any of the other ones are not cool.
no, I love
They're
all of them,
cool.
but these ones are super cool. This one is from it's
to turn.
in England, and it's an abbey, and it looks super cool. And this one is in Northern Ireland, and it's a castle.
That's a good one.
That's cool.
Yeah, those are my favorite ones.
Let's see. Let's get this one close so everybody can see this one. Ooh, wow.
Yeah,
How
isn't
cool
that
would it be to visit that?
Oh, that is so cool. Oh, is that from Liz Zorab?
No, it's not.
I thought it was from Liz. Liz and
No.
Mr. J.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's from Liz.
Yeah.
So Liz Zorab is a channel
It is.
that is super fun. That's from our
In
Liz
Europe.
friend
She's
in
from Europe.
she's
somewhere.
in England.
England?
So you guys should check her out. Let's see, just a minute. Let's see. What do you consider your biggest success this year? And your greatest challenge? What's our biggest success this year, would you say? I would say the calves.
Yeah, I mean, that's because we started that with like no experience.
Nothing. We had never had cows at all.
Same with goats.
Well, yeah, that's different.
And I mean, we struggled. They struggled, and it took a lot of work. And ultimately was a success. They lived. They're still alive. And
they're
going
thriving.
to provide somebody with some good beef.
Yes.
Eventually.
So it was really cool to take a 1-day-old baby.
1-day-old
And
twins.
help it live and thrive. Not just live, but thrive.
And I don't remember how much we actually showed, but I mean, there was one point where they weren't. One of them wasn't eating at all. We had to force them to feed
it. Which was helpful when I went over to Art Homesteading. Their calf was not wanting to eat out of the bottle. And my knowledge from our own calves helped me stimulate the throat to help it to drink and to. So it was really. I would say that our cows were probably our biggest success.
Our biggest challenge, our greatest challenge.
The pigs.
I don't know. I don't know what the pigs were. I mean, it was
the fencing.
A chore keeping them in. It was a challenge. Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. Learning to milk goats for me has been my biggest challenge. Yes. Milking the goats, figuring out their cares. I almost puked the day I brought the goats home. I almost puked, thinking, "What am I doing?"
It was pretty stressful. I remember.
I was like, I don't have the infrastructure shelter for these goats. I do not know how to milk goats. I almost puked.
Yeah, it was tough because we got rid of the cows to do it. We're like, is this the right decision?
Yeah.
We knew we eventually wanted goats, but now we were being sort of rushed into it because we didn't want to miss out on a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Well,
we had the cows and the goats together for a good month or so before we sold the cows. Yeah, maybe even 2 months. And so I was like, I don't want them to hurt my goats. Is it going to be a problem? Is it going to be, and having to deal with cow poo and goat poo.
Maybe that's what it was.
It was really
helped us decide we need to we've done too much. We need to lose an animal. It's our responsibility.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And it was just hard to, because the cows were kind of bullying the goats, and it was just, and then the goats, right, and then the goats learned how to get out, and I was like, how do I do this? And I still am learning every day about these goats. I've learned that goats have multiple personalities. The same goat will come to me and get tied up to be milked just fine. Then the next day, I've got to chase her across the dang, pen. To get her to go in the shack. So it's just like, seriously, you're the same goat. What changed? So, oh my goodness. So anyway, but Rose, like I said, at Wholesome Roots has been amazing with helping me with the goats. So I really appreciate her.
Enough with Wholesome Roots already.
I know. Well, she's awesome.
I'm just joking.
So let's see. Do you harvest your goats or just use them for milk? So Jan, these are just milk goats right now. I don't think we'll harvest them.
I think if they give birth to a buck,
right? And if we didn't
consider keeping it?
I would. Like if we had a buck and we didn't have a buyer for it, or whatever, yeah, I think we would utilize the meat. I would
like to experience that. Yeah, it would be hard.
It would be, but it's hard with any animal. You know, but if you know that they're meat from the get-go, it's a lot easier.
If you don't name it, it's much easier.
Let's see.
Yeah, but naming it is
Bobblehead Homestead. Who is most afraid of the goose? I don't know that we were afraid of the goose. We were just greatly annoyed with the goose.
I don't know. You were pretty afraid. Missy was afraid. Sam was afraid. Emma was afraid.
The goose actually liked Missy because she fed him.
Yeah.
But he is gone, Bobblehead. We no longer have the goose, and I'm happy with that. CZ horses. It is very nice to have trained goats where they were raised. And to know, yes, very much agree with that, CZ. They are very well behaved goats as far as being able to milk without a milking stanchion. I can do it on the ground. It's been very nice to have a nicely trained goat. As Julie at Dirt Patch says, a good goat costs just as much as a bad goat. So it's really good to get a good goat. Let's see. Watching you guys learn and grow your homestead skills is very inspiring and uplifting. Thank you, the
Thanks.
cases. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. I'm a pro at milking the goats. I'm a ninja.
I still remember that first day. Squirt.
I
Squirt.
know. Oh my gosh, it was so hard. I
Squirt.
don't even know.
Squirt.
I know. I should go back and watch my videos because now it's like, you know. But what's funny is that not funny, but some nights in here, my forearm and my hand cramps so bad. I don't know if it's part of my autoimmune or what, but it's not like
pretty normal.
it's not like
I mean,
carpal
even
tunnel.
Trent talks about getting cramps.
But it's different. I don't know. So I have Emma as a backup now that she knows how to milk. Because some nights I can't even open my hand. It's only
really
one
bad.
hand.
What about me? I know how to milk.
You're gone.
Oh.
All day.
Oh yeah, I gotta work late tonight.
A Wholesome Roots says just Jonah. That's probably you saying enough with Wholesome Roots.
Oh,
Amanda
Amanda Anderson, welcome.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad you finally caught our live stream too. You are so mean to me.
Oh, well, I'm not mean.
Mama Grows, any plans for using your pasture more?
Yes.
With the pigs? Yes. Yeah, do you want to talk on that?
And the goats.
Yes.
And one thing that, talking about struggling with time management, we never got around to, what is it? I'm trying to, overseeding the pasture. So I regret that because I wanted it to be better for next year, but it's not going to be.
And the same thing, Green Gables, weren't you working on a playhouse? Yes, that's
Yep.
another time management thing. Too much. We took on too much.
We're still working on it.
Yeah.
It's almost done.
It's almost
You
done.
just gotta carve
Yes.
out a door, block
Just
in
gotta put the wall back, finish the wall, and carve out a door
and the window.
in the window.
Oh, the dog was left outside. That's
Did you leave
super
him
fun. Let's
You
see.
did, didn't you?
Jan, that's funny. I was
Go
tubing
in your room
down
and think about what
the
you've done.
Guadalupe River, and some friends and a goose attacked us. Really went after my friend, and we laughed so hard we cried. Oh, so funny. Yeah. Geese are mean. That's funny. Casey, that is so fun. He's going to start his homestead in about a year. You've got mail. Pen pals are going to happen. Awesome, Amanda. Yes, awesome. That'll be great. You're going to have a pen pal. Yes. I haven't told her about it.
Okay.
So yes, I am so bad at email. It stresses me out, but I will get in there and I will get back to you. Let's see. And this hour has gone by super fast. So we are getting to the end of the live stream. Is there anything else you guys want to throw out? Any other questions before we end? This has been so fun. I hate to leave. But I sure appreciate everybody in here. If you don't mind leaving a thumbs up for us, that really helps. I don't know what it helps, but I know it helps if you can leave us that thumbs up.
It helps with our visibility.
Yes.
Helps YouTube promote us.
Yes, that was so help promote.
Helps us get noticed out in the ether nethers.
Yes, Jenny says geese are excellent security system. They really are, and obnoxious.
Yes.
Hey, Cindy Brown, we're just wrapping it up, but I'm glad you're able to come in for just a second. I was just saying, this hour has gone so fast.
Oh, geez.
I
wow.
know, right? So I said, if there's anything, do another hour, says Mama Gross. Rose, great live stream, except Jonah being mean to me.
Rose, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll work on that.
Thank you, Jan. Oh, thank you. She says, really appreciate all y'all do. See, I'm getting good at saying y'all. I talk to Rose too much.
SATX. I don't know where that is.
That.
San Antonio, Texas?
Yeah, she was talking to Jan
Oh, okay.
about where they are located.
Oh, gotcha.
David, thank you. I hope everybody in here, I hope everybody has a great Christmas. Northern Idaho got
That's what
like
I
18
heard,
inches
yeah.
of snow. Whoa, I hope it's not headed for us. Okay, Cases, one more question. Do you think YouTube helped you or made things harder? That's a great question.
Jeez,
And I think
man.
we'll hang out for
What is
another
up
few
with these
minutes
good
and we'll,
questions?
I know, so I'm not going to rush to get off. We'll go ahead and answer,
Oh,
Thank you, Amanda.
Yes, it did.
What?
Both. It made it harder, and I think it definitely helped because it connected us with so many people who had so much experience. I mean, heck, you wouldn't
Yes.
have Rose.
No.
We
And we wouldn't have the cases.
We wouldn't have the cases. We wouldn't have Dirt Patch.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have all the awesome commenters.
We wouldn't have all of you guys either. You know, the names that we're shouting out are people that we have personally contacted and become more of a personal friendship.
Right, but we met them all through YouTube.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's certainly elevated our stress levels as well.
It certainly has.
Sucked up our time. I mean,
Now we have more stuff to do today.
Yeah. But it has, looking back, I mean, it's created memories. It is
yeah.
taught us a lot. I used to do a little bit of photography, and it has taught me to look for the photographer in me again and put it to a new skill of videography. So we are teaching our kids videography. We are teaching our kids how to tell a story, teaching us how to tell a story, learning editing software. I mean, we would not have taken on the cows if it had not been for YouTube. We would not.
What about the goats?
No, well, we wouldn't have known about the goats without YouTube. There's a lot of it.
We would have taken on the cows eventually, I think. Did you say we wouldn't have done cows if not for YouTube?
Not this year, because Heath was the one who, Red Puppy Ranch kind of brought us to the attention of getting a bottle calf. I mean, I don't think that was ever in our plan until he brought it up.
Oh, it was something I've wanted to do for a long time.
Oh, okay.
But certainly escalated that time frame for us.
So there's a lot of experiences that we took on because
we did pigs
YouTube.
before, we did turkeys before, we did chickens before.
So
Come on, Missy, catch up.
So Rose says, let's see, what
I love you,
I
Jonah,
love
you
you,
know
Jonah.
that.
You know that. Let's see. Sorry, we had a new doe that had babies, but it did not go well last night. Oh, getting started on homesteading. I'm sorry. What happened? Oh, sad. Let's see. I'm gonna have to watch the replay. I got a phone call and was on the phone. Also had to make cranberry sauce. Yum.
Yum.
Let's see. Merry Christmas, Jenny. Thank you. Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
You guys are awesome. Let's see. Good answer. Both. It helped. It helped and made it harder for me. Good answer. Yes. YouTube is hard but rewarding. 100 plus 100 points for worldwide friends. Every time I try to meet up with a YouTuber, they take every restraining order. Grizz.
As they should. Just kidding.
Oh, thank you, Simon. Thank you. Just ordered some Christmas stamps and a postcard to send Emma.
Oh,
I'll leave the country as a surprise. Yes, Wholesome Roots Rose. YouTube has not been monetarily worth it this year.
Not at all.
Have been a
anybody
blessing.
going into YouTube, I would say you can't go into it for the money.
No.
Because you'll quit right away.
Oh, thank you, Danny. Thank you. That's very nice.
But,
Yeah. He says, I've noticed and appreciated your talent for photography. Yeah, no, if you go into it hoping to make some money, get out. I mean, eventually it's got to be like a new business. You just have to start somewhere or you'll never make money. But if you think you're going to make a ton of money in your first year,
no.
nope.
Make much money.
No.
Awesome. Well, you guys are awesome. Should we go ahead and wrap it up then? I
Yep.
know.
Four more minutes than we usually do.
So we've only been on an extra. Okay.
Original.
So year in review, it was a good year, right?
Yes, I would say so.
We've learned a lot. We've come a long way. We're off to a good start. And we've enjoyed sharing it with everybody.
And our year on YouTube will be the end of January. So we are coming up to our year.
No, the beginning of January.
Was it the beginning?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was the end of January.
Pretty sure.
Because I thought it was the end of January.
I was thinking it was the first, and my second brain was
Where's
like,
my
no,
phone?
it was the
Where's my
end.
phone go?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's in the yard.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, so we're coming up.
So I thought it was the end of January.
So we're coming up on our year
Oldest
of
video.
on YouTube. So that's kind of fun. Yes, Jenny, 2018, bring it.
That was 11 months ago.
January 5th.
Emma.
I don't remember a lot. Sometimes I get lucky.
No, it was on January.
So
I
That's
thought
our
it was
first
the end
video.
of
yeah,
January.
I thought it was the first,
I
and
guess
she.
didn't we get
No, the
pigs?
Goodmansons, our homesteading started the end of January, but we started the beginning.
Well, didn't we get the pigs at the end of
Emma.
January?
It
February.
doesn't matter. January 5th.
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out where I got the January from.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Doesn't
Thank
matter.
you, the cases. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, going Batty. Thank you, everybody. We'll go ahead and close it out. Hopefully, we will see you next week.